Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Lifty. I'm the current US Brewers Cup champion and I've built this Hario V60 recipe specifically for you and specifically for this Ethiopia Worka wash process coffee. This is a very delicate coffee. We're going to get citrus, we're going to get blueberries, and we're going to get Earl Grey tea with a little bit of cocoa. It's definitively Ethiopian, and I wanted to make this recipe approachable, but also give us a very distinctive cup of coffee. First, let's start with the tools so that you can brew along at home. I'm going to be using a ceramic V60 02. I like its larger size, and the ceramic is going to assist in heat retention. I'm using an Akaya Pearl scale. It has a timer and gram measurement as well. I'm using the Fellow Stag EKG kettle. My water is mineralized with third wave water packets. This brings my water TDS up to 150 parts per million. It's a precise blend of magnesium, calcium, all the things we need to extract really great coffee. If you're using a soft water profile between 90 and 110 parts per million, you can expect our recipe today to extract about 30 seconds slower. I also like to use a small glass borosilicate stir stick. This is going to help me completely infuse water into my brew bed. And a nice glass or mug to serve your coffee in. All right, we're going to start with 20 grams of Ethiopia Worka ground medium coarse. Medium coarse is about what you would use for a Chemex brew method. This is going to be 9.5 on a Malkunig EKS. It's going to be about 18 on a Baratza Encore. And it's also going to be 28 clicks on a Commandante C40. 20 grams of Ethiopia Worka. We'll be using 300 grams of water set to 200 degrees Fahrenheit. And again, we're using these third wave water packets. Before we grind, let's fold our paper filter. Give ourselves a quick rinse. Fully wet that filter. I want to use at least 100 grams of water for this. Let that rest. And let's grind our coffee. Once that's ground, let's dump our preheat water. Dose our coffee. Shake our brewer flat to prepare. Tear your scale, get your timer ready, and we're ready to go. We're going to split this V60 into 4 separate pours. I'm going to bloom for 45 seconds. Then I'm going to pour 100 grams. At a minute and a half, I'm pouring 75. And then at 2 minutes, I'm finishing off with my last 75 gram pulse to 300 grams total. These pulses are going to alternate between circular pours and heavy agitating central pours. This is going to manipulate our flow rates and give us control over this brew bed with this coarse grind setting. Make sure your scale is taired, your timer is zeroed, and let's brew. Start your timer. Let's pour 50 grams. I like to start in the middle and slowly circle outwards, touching all the coffee, finishing off at 50 grams. After that, grab that stir stick, gently agitate that brew bed, ensuring that we've infused that hot water throughout the entire coffee grounds. At 45 seconds, I'm going to pour a heavy centralized pour, raising this total mass to 150 grams total. Drop in the middle. Heavy pour here in the middle, finishing off at 150. This heavy pour is going to increase our flow rate. It's going to create a valley in our brew bed as water drains outwards through those ridges and down through the bottom. This is going to highlight the acidity, that lemon and that bergamot from the Earl Grey. At 1.5 minutes, my water should have mostly drained through the brew bed, if not fully drained through. At 130, pour 75 grams in an even circular pour to 225 total. Now we're slowing our flow rate, bringing out more sweetness and more body. This is going to give us a silky texture and sweeten this blueberry note. At 2 minutes, another heavy centralized pour, finishing off at our total target of 300 grams. If you're using third wave water or water of similar hardness, we should drain it around 3 minutes total. If you're using softer water, expect a 3.5 minute drain time. When I reach about 2.5 minutes, I like to give this a little tap to force some more water through our brew bed. You'll notice a slow drip at this point. That heavy pour at the end is meant to decrease over extraction. We're going to lose some of that bitterness. If you choose to do another circular pour, you'll get more cocoa in that flavor profile, which can be nice, but I like to speed up that drawdown to really accentuate that lemon and blueberry characteristic of our coffee. At about 3 minutes, we should be finished draining. Remove your brewer. We're ready to serve this coffee. Sweet and honey-like Earl Grey tea. It's a really aromatic cup. First, I get dried blueberries and Earl Grey tea with a little bit of citrus, followed by this creamy milk chocolate. As your coffee cools, that lemon is going to come to the forefront, giving us this bright, sweet lemon candy, Earl Grey tea. In my experience, this cocoa or milk chocolate comes and goes. It's a very tea-like cup, bright, sweet, really enjoyable, either all to yourself or sharing. Thanks everybody. Cheers and happy brewing.